everyone, so final video review for this week is for Under a Falling Star by Jay. For any of you that didn't see the introduction video last week, this is just a quick look at what the book looks like, and you can still catch that introduction video on my YouTube channel or my blog. It's still about, but just in case you didn't see it, this is a pretty book. If you want to check out my Goodreads review, I did just post that the other day, so if you're on YouTube there's a link in the description below, and if you're on Facebook or on my blog then there's a link within the post. And this is a video review. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Under a Falling Star by Jay. Right, serious first question is, where do you find D? Like seriously, where, like who has ever gone to work and found one of those? I want to know. I haven't found one yet, and I've had several jobs, but I would love one. It'd be amazing to find a D. Oh my god. So this is basically a story about Austen. I'm going to say Austen, like Jane Austen, not Austin, like the town. You must get that right because it really annoys her. So Austen, she hates first days. She absolutely hates first days, and she's on the first day at her new job. It's exciting, isn't it? And it was all going so well until the star from the top of the lobby Christmas tree that she had been tasked with decorating hits D on the head. Oh, it's fabulous. It's absolutely fabulous. Like, talk about opening chapter. Like, oh my god, it's amazing. So Austen ends up at the hospital with D, and it's unknown to her who D really is, and Dee's trying really hard for her not to find out. And that's because she kind of finds herself attracted to Austen, and she blames the head injury because it can't possibly be anything else. She doesn't have time for this, but given her position at the company, she's kind of determined not to fall in love with Austen because it comes with so much complication. And so you can totally see why I love this. You've got workplace romance, you've got an ice queen, you've got a bit of an age gap, although it's not a massive one, but it's a bit of one, and it's just like, oh my god, this is so amazing, I love it. And why did I wait so long to read this? Like, I have had this book for nearly 3 years, I think, and I was like, why have I waited so long? I've had so many Christmases to read it, and I've always been busy and I haven't done it, and now I'm just like so glad I did. It was so cute, and it was kind of festive, and it did have, you know, that festivity to start, and it did have that magic sort of element past the holiday season as it unfolded. But it's a Christmas book, it has Christmas in it, so you can read it at Christmas. But it unfolded like this whirlwind romance for like two unlucky in love women. It was just so perfect. And D has to be the easiest ice queen to ever melt. Like, she was so easy, but only for Austen. Like, I don't think it would have worked for anyone else, and I really adored them. They were so cute. But even when Austen learned who D was, she couldn't just walk away, even though she was like proper mad about it. She couldn't walk away, despite everything that would sort of be threatened by their relationship developing past a friendship. And I loved wishing and hoping that it was going to develop as well, because it was like, you had those moments where you were like, oh no, come on, one of them's going to be too stubborn and it's not going to work, and I'm like, come on guys, come on, it's so worth it, just do it. It was like one of those, like, you really just picked it up in the book, lost, couldn't put it down till you finish kind of book. And they just had this amazing chemistry, like, from the moment they met. It was so good, and it was really exciting. And even though Austen has been through so much, and she really has, she's such an uplifting and positive character, and she's just full of light and love, and she was like magic herself. She was brilliant, and what she brings out in D was just like amazing. But I loved D. When I was hearing all about her and her ice queen status on Austen's first day from all the gossiping employees, I was just like, oh my god, I'm gonna love this woman, she's gonna be amazing. And then, like, with each chapter I just loved D even more, like, because she was so not your average ice queen. She was so different, but she was just so lovely and adorable, and I want one. Everything about her and Austen just being together, it just made me really happy, and it gave me tingles. Like, I was like reading it, like every moment they shared I was like, oh my god, I was just like so excited for it. Like, every moment of it I was like, why can't this be my life? Like, you know, when you have those moments when you're reading, you're just like, oh my god, how amazing would this moment be? Like, to be there in real life, like, oh god, it's so good. And a few moments were like really, really intense. There were moments but I was like on the edge. I was like, I'm not putting it down until I know that this is going to be okay. And then all the cute moments that transpired, you know, the acts of fate and the more dramatic moments, they were all so worth it. all amazing. And this is just another example. This book is just another example of how amazingly talented Jay is. She delivers brilliant stories, whether they're romance or something else, and this one was so cute. It definitely is another one of my top reads, and it's just making it even more difficult now practically impossible to pick a favourite Jay story, because each one is so different and so perfect, and she's so amazingly talented. So if you haven't read any of her books yet, you totally should, and this is definitely one to start with. It's so good. But I can't recommend it enough. I really, really can't. I loved it so much. I can't wait to read it again when I have time, and I hope we will see Dee and Austen again in future, because they are so fabulous, and I want another story from them because they're just so great. But I loved it. I loved every second of it so much. So I'm going to pop a link in the description so you can go and grab a copy of Under a Falling Star by Jay, which I really, really hope you will. If you've read Under a Falling Star, I would love to hear your thoughts on it. So please comment below. Please get involved. Please discuss it. Oh my god, I love it so much. And if you haven't read it yet, but it's on your to be read list, or you're planning to read it, or you're now really intrigued and interested in reading it, again, get involved. Let us know what you're reading. It's always great to hear what you're reading. And if you have been reading this for Lay Reviewers December 2020 book club, remember we are discussing the book on the 1st of January, so please join us there as well to talk about it some more if you want to talk about it, because I would love to chat to you about that there as well, because I absolutely love this book and I've just got so much to say. I absolutely love it. It's totally worth it. Go grab a copy, and if you do, I hope you love it. Bye!